Yes, it's time to talk some cars on your feel-good breakfast show this morning. Now, we're taking a look at some of the brand new Chevy models from General Motors, and I think this is a great number if you want to get the job done, but still add a touch of class to yourself as well. Don't let me tell you about this car this morning. We have our resident car review expert, Ciro, with us, dude.
Hello.
Nice to see you again,
Good
brother.
morning, Ewan. How's it?
Not too bad, not too bad. You know what? I've always been a fan of these utility buckies. I mean, they're pretty, they're nice.
Well, I think the thing is, South Africa is a bucky-mad country, right? I mean, we absolutely love the things. But for most people, or sorry, for some people rather, a full-size bucky may be a bit too much. So maybe you're just into gardening and you just need to get a few dirty things around that you wouldn't put in the back of a normal car. Cars like this are a really good option. They're about sort of normal car size, but then of course you've got that load at the back, so it becomes a utility vehicle.
I see. All right. So tell me about this specific guy as well.
Okay, cool. The one we've got with us right here, I want to actually take you through the whole Chevy utility range, but this one we've got right here is the Sport, top of the range, got a 1.8 litre engine. It's quite quick, this thing, actually.
1.8, all right.
Yeah, this thing is pretty quick, but it is quite expensive. Comes in at just under 200,000 Rand. But just talking about the range in general, very, very safe range, this. So they've all got 2 airbags, which is really cool, and everything except the very base model has ABS and EBD. Now, that's something that its rivals just don't offer, and I think you can't be out on the roads without ABS and without airbags. That's just my opinion. So take that into consideration if you are looking for a small bucky.
But like I said, I think this is a great little bucky, especially if you want to start out, you know, first time driving a bucky. You mentioned the rest of the utility range.
Yes, the one that's coming out soon is called the Ute Force. Now, there's only going to be 300 of these, right? So they're special editions. They're coming in at 160,000 Rand, 900, so about 10K more than base, but they do come with radio as standard, aircon, Bluetooth, USB, a tonneau cover as standard as well over the back, so that the car looks really snazzy as well.
All right, so take me through the design features of this guy, because really, like I said, it is quite stylish.
Well, no, it is. I mean, most cars these days are going for this sort of big headlight effect, which is really coming to the fore now. It fits in with the rest of the Chevrolet range as well, that we've become familiar with over the weeks that we've been talking about Chevrolet. But what I like is sort of, as you start coming to the back, you've got this cool sort of spoiler on the roof. This is exclusive to the Sport model. That's really nice, or an option on all the other ones. So it looks quite kitted out, doesn't it? And then, of course, you have your tonneau cover at the back here, which really sort of completes the package and, of course, keeps anything you want, anything you've got in the back dry when it's wet, like it is today in Cape Town.
What about the inside? Let's have a look.
Yes, let's go inside. Welcome to the interior of the Chevy Ute. So as I mentioned, or as you can see rather, pretty familiar Chevrolet fare in here. They've got the cyan blue everywhere, which they seem to really, really like. As I mentioned, this has got the radio fitted. We've got USB port and an aux jack there as well. So that's pretty cool. It would be nice to have steering wheel controls, but in the place of that, you've got hooters, which you'll probably be using more anyway. Automatic lights, though, which is really cool.
That is nice.
Yeah, electric mirrors, electric windows. It's a pretty nice place to be.
Do you know what? This is something I would definitely go for if I was single and not a family man, you know, because I can't imagine getting my family in here, but I think this would be a great first car for me. You know, sticking by my rule, there will always be a bucky in my family. All right.
Exactly. No, that's the thing. I mean, if you do need to fit more than 2 people, you got to go double cab.
I love it. All right.
Yeah. All
Let's hear your expert opinion, because like I said, I'm quite a fan. I've always been a fan of the utility range. I think it's a beautiful looking car. What do you say?
I think we need more cars like this in this country, because at the moment, the Chevrolet only really has one rival. It's the Nissan NP200, which is not a bad car either. I don't think the NP200 is very comfortable, to be honest. I had one on test a couple of weeks back, and I just felt like I was sitting on the car rather than in the car. It does feel like the Chevrolet has a better designed cabin. So what I would advise you to do if you're going out to buy a car like this is go into the dealership, have a look what they've got, and be very, very careful about how you compare the two, because you're going to see that some of them don't have ABS, some of them don't have airbags, that sort of thing. And then what extra options will they throw in? What's really nice is that Chevrolet is now offering this limited edition. They're throwing a couple of extra options which would cost you a good couple of thousand Rand in for free, and it's coming out with some really nice paint colors as well, so your car will stand out in the parking lot. So do your homework, have a look out there, ask questions, look around, go to different dealerships, see what everyone's got on the floor, and I think you'll find yourself a really, really nice package.
All right, so just lastly, price on this guy. if we look forward to, yeah.
This particular one, 199,000. The Ute Force Limited Edition, which is coming out now.
Which have only 300?
Yep, only 300 of those available. That's going to be 160,900.
Perfect, Ciro. Thanks so much, man.
Absolute pleasure.
So for all the latest in the motoring world, remember to follow Ciro on Twitter at CiroDS.
If you think it's sporty on the outside, wait till you see the inside. The limited edition black and white Spark. Make a statement. Chevrolet. Find new roads.